Cannot say. Aloha, guys. Molly here from Discover the Big Island Real Estate. I'm here with my friend Corey. I am very, very excited to highlight her and the services that she offers for this beautiful nonprofit organization located here in Kona. This lady's a rock star. Deserves so many credits because she's involved not only in the health and wellness of women, but also a huge asset to our community. Corey, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I am so excited to highlight your services. I think that our community does not hear about these type of services enough. So I wanted to thank you so much. For people that are watching, us live, feel free to, especially if you're women or if you live here or are planning to relocate here, you're going to enjoy this interview a lot. Liv, you guys go by the name of Liv on your websites and social media channels, but it's basically pregnancy and women's wellness. Corey, do you want to describe what type of services do you guys offer for free to women here on Island?
Yes, absolutely. I love my job. It's the best thing in the world. We essentially provide, like you said, pregnancy, as well as general wellness and healthcare for women. So that's even where our Live Well Women is essentially trying to really empower women to have a healthy life.
Right.
And so we provide free pregnancy testing and ultrasounds, basically any type of support that families need through pregnancy. So we have an amazing postpartum support team. And we have visiting nurses that can come in and see you and be with you for the weeks following having your baby. We have a Keiki Closet, which we basically throw baby showers because it's super fun. So we love to celebrate. So our team can do baby showers, especially for the women who don't have a lot of family here or who wouldn't have a shower thrown for them. We do that, and then can provide baby supplies. So if there are families who can't afford all the things that come with a new baby, we do our best to provide everything for them that they need.
We lost her. I'm hoping that, oh, you guys are seeing this live. 1 second.
Oh no.
No worries.
It just went blank and said, okay.
I know, it's like, whoop.
So anyway, and we love to connect. We basically love to connect families with support because there is, like you said, there is a significant amount of support for families on the island. It's just that a lot of people don't know what is available.
Right.
So whether that's helping them get Medicaid, helping them, like health insurance, helping them find affordable housing, all of that kind of stuff.
Wow.
And then with our women's health side of things, especially on the island, we don't have our access to care is a lot different than the mainland. So
It is.
There are longer waiting times to see doctors. And so we are our services are for the gaps in care that we have right now with our healthcare system. So if there are any women that need just their annual pelvic exams, we do breast exams, STI testing and treatment, IUD removals, things like that. Anything that it may take a woman a longer time to be able to get in and see a provider for. So those are the physical things. And then emotional, mental, spiritual side of things is that we provide grief counseling and life coaching for free also. So those are just incredible services that we're able to provide for women. So I think I hit mostly everything. That's the general, yeah.
That is it. And you know what? And you also have a small little fragment for dads as well, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so we have a weekly dad class that has been going on for a little over a year. They meet once a week on Wednesday evenings, and they do a pretty intense CrossFit workout. And then at the end, they just have time talking about dad stuff. So My husband's been a part of that for the last year. And it's just so fun because they have this group of guys that just have consistently been able to share their struggles with what's going on with their kids and parenting. And so that's just another added really fun thing that we're able to do.
You guys are such an asset to this community, Corey, and the fact that you're leading on this organization to the heights of where you guys are now, it is just so incredible to watch your growth and watch all the things that you guys are doing, because you encompass this huge umbrella of services that it sounds easy, right? Oh, we do pelvic exams and we do this but it's like the organization of it all, and also into making sure that you guys have the funds to continue to serve as a community. Let's talk about how are you guys generating funds for all these projects, and what type of level of support you guys are getting from the community or grant donors or local families that are wanting to.
Yeah, so we are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we actually don't receive any state or federal funding. So we primarily rely on grants, as well as the support of any families in the community, business owners, churches. We have a team that kind of gives on a monthly basis or a yearly basis to keep things going. So we're always looking for people to join us for that, because as our vision grows, obviously we need the finances to do all the things that we want to do.
Right.
So that is a part of my job that's not quite as much fun for me, but still really important.
And you know what it is? I'm assuming that it's so rewarding, right? When all the hard work of you guys reaching out to the community, reaching out to donors, and then you guys get the funding, and it's like, wow, with these funds we can do so much, right?
Yeah.
So what a blessing, Corey.
Yeah. There's actually, if you have vision and can do it organizationally well, we don't need tons and tons of money to make a big difference.
Correct.
So that's what I'm just in the process too of learning. Okay, what is most important for this season? What do families need the most? And what programs do we need to start? Which ones do we need to strengthen? So that's kind of always part of it as well. Yeah.
Right. So, Corey, let's talk about your umbrella of services a little bit more in detail, right? The highlight of your organization, because you focus on women wellness, right, and the health of the women. So, for people that are getting pregnant, right, and that don't have access to healthcare, do you walk them through how is the intake process, and is it the parameter is like low income or you just serve the entire community?
Yeah, so we serve the entire community. So any woman can come in to get our services. Like I said, we mostly see women in early stages of pregnancy. So they're the ones who don't yet have insurance or can't get in to see a physician yet, but we're able to provide that care up front to confirm that they are pregnant, help them get, vitamins, help them get onto like a healthy path until they can get full prenatal care. There's still a large amount of women in our community who don't have insurance. So for them, we are not providing full prenatal care, but oftentimes they'll come in multiple times throughout their pregnancy, and we'll be essentially the only place where they can really get care. So it just totally varies, like who we see on which days. And it's really our goal and our heart is to provide as much support as possible. So we'll have women coming in like in the third trimester, really close to having their babies, who have not had any care yet. And we're able to at least just be like, okay, this is happening. Let's make a plan. So it's a total range of who we see. But yeah, it keeps it really fun.
It's like, oh, we're having a baby in like a couple months. Let's get this going. I mean, I think a lot of people, Corey, I'm pretty sure you see this first time, because I deal with a lot of relocation people that are traveling to the island, relocating, moving here full time. And sometimes they're not aware of our the level of healthcare that we have, which, we have really good doctors and we have the hospitals and all that, but perhaps the availability to get to the healthcare provider sometimes is challenging, right? Yeah. So I can only imagine, like, you're a huge asset that you are to the women that are unable to get that sorted out. Because I mean, it's like the baby is not waiting. I mean, it's like the baby needs care, and
Yes,
It's
we for sure we see women who've either like moved here recently and haven't yet been able to find OB care, or ones who are in transition, or maybe they're just here for a month or two. So it's a wide range. Like, we really exist to walk with women the whole way through pregnancy. So we have many women that we see right in the beginning, and we're with them like all the way through postpartum until their babies are 2 years old, or and then they're pregnant again and they're back. Or we have, yeah, like I said, just women who kind of are just coming in one time to get what they need to check on baby. That's quite common as well. Or, yeah, I'm flying out this weekend, but I want to just make sure everything's okay with baby before I go. So we
wow.
definitely see a good amount of women that way too.
That
Yeah.
is so, so beautiful. So that is like the highlight and the beauty, right, of the job. The baby
Mm-hmm.
checks, the wellness checks, but then there's also after the baby, right? What happens
Mm-hmm.
after the baby is out?
Yeah.
A lot of women sometimes they deal with postpartum, right? It's just
Yeah.
it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
How it is that you guys support?
Yeah, so I think as a mom myself, I definitely think most women underestimate what the postpartum period will be like, or that no one's ever talked to them about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we do a lot of education. I didn't mention, but we do childbirth education classes every month. So we do group classes every month. Those are running, and so we do as much as we can of like upfront education. And then our postpartum support team, we created that just about a year and a half ago. Again, it's just in response to where we're seeing lack of care. So that has been a really beautiful thing for the women who might not have even like, or maybe they'll be like, no, I don't need it. And then we call and check on them like a week after, like, how are you doing? How was birth? And they're like, come help me. And we're like, okay, we want to. Yeah, because
Right,
that period is just so, it can be so difficult.
right.
So joyful, but really difficult. And so, yeah, I love that. And our Keiki Closet team, that's kind of what we just call all of our like extra services is Keiki Closet. Those things where we're providing, I have families, especially in Ocean View. We have 3 locations. So we're in
Wow.
Kona, we're in Hilo, and in Ocean View. And in Ocean View, primarily, we do quite a lot of like home visits and dropping off supplies, or, maybe baby's like 6 months old now and they need a box of diapers. We'll do that. So that's also a really fun time, is like being
Wow.
able to really walk with women afterwards for as
Right.
long as we can. And then, yeah, sometimes it just starts over and then they're pregnant again after a couple years. We're like, yay, okay.
More babies. Bring
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
That is
So,
so beautiful, Corey. Now, for people that are not familiar with Keiki's Closet, because I
mhm.
know it's so what is Keiki's Closet?
Yeah, so Keiki Closet has been around for about 4 years now, but we have kind of fully merged together so that we provide a lot of support. My friend Judy runs Keiki Closet, and she's just the most fun ever. So if you come in for anything with Keiki Closet, you basically get like an amazing new auntie who's just going to be like your best friend. So that's the
Right.
best part. But she and her team can provide anything like, yeah, kind of like I said before, just whatever it is that they need. And then we also work with foster families, as well as families who might be working towards reunification and getting their children back. So that's a part of this job as well, is like we have the families that are on a really healthy path, and then we have also families who might be struggling with addiction or have their children in the foster care system. And so being able to really wrap around those families is really the thing that I love the most,
Wow.
to provide as much support as we can.
That
Yeah.
is
And so,
amazing.
yeah, it's really
And
fun to like throw the baby showers, especially for those mamas who, just don't have anyone else to really support them in that season. So,
right.
yeah, it's yeah. And just like little meal drop offs. The girls are planning a donut drop off to a bunch of moms for Mother's Day, so they were working on that. And then on Friday, we actually have a event we're doing at Pine Trees at the beach with Malama Picnics. And so she's setting up like a luxury picnic. And then we have a photographer who's going to do maternity photos.
Oh
So we
my
try to just
God.
add in like these really fun things along the way too. So yeah, like our normal office, things, but then it's really like we want everyone to feel brought into like a community. And so that's really my heart, is that
Wow.
everyone would just feel like this is like actual family.
I do
So
not
it's
know
so
of
fun.
Kaiser throwing parties like that, or
Probably not. I'm not sure. I don't want to say anything.
I mean, like maternity pictures. I mean, you guys, wow. I mean, this is just so incredible. Oh my
Aw.
goodness, Corey, we're so blessed to have you on Island, and so blessed that you're taking this organization to heights that the community really, really needs it. We have an aloha here. Somebody threw us a shaka. Let me log in and see who it is so that I can call them properly. Let's see. Let me add him to the broadcast. It says aloha, but I'm dying to know who threw it. Oh, that's Debbie. Debbie, thank you so much for watching. Yeah. So okay. So then pregnancy pictures also included.
Yeah. Like you never really know. Kind of depends. Maybe it'll be donuts.
I mean, like,
Whatever
wow.
seems fun.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So you guys, I'm going to highlight your gorgeous website. I'm going to put it here for people to see and also get in touch with you. Let me see. Hold on a minute. Let me screen share. It says moving to the Big Island in 2 weeks. Cannot wait.
Welcome.
Oh my goodness. You
Come say
guys,
hi.
look at this gorgeous website. So, Corey, talk to us about who built it, because they put in a lot of effort and a lot of love.
Yeah. Actually, my husband, he has a background in marketing.
Wow.
And so he kind of does a lot of that part of this job. So he built our website. I also love it. I think it's super beautiful.
It is
I
gorgeous.
primarily run our Instagram. And so anyone who wants to follow us on Instagram, that also would be awesome. But yeah, so he created the website. We try to make it as user friendly as possible. That's the general feel.
I mean, Corey, you're giving a total vibe here of I don't think there is. This is such a cool. I love it. I'm amazed by everything that you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
So-
Like
so
I said,
yeah.
I have a really amazing team. So
Yes.
that makes it really fun and doable.
So okay. So your husband built the website. He has a background in marketing. And here, you guys, all of the services that are highlighted by Corey's organization are right here. Grief recovery. Corey, do you want to touch a little bit on that?
Yeah. Can you click on the
Yeah.
click on it?
Yeah.
So they can see what we offer. Essentially, we offer a few grief sessions in our office that are free. And then for anyone who wants to do a further, it's basically like a 6-week, it's called the Grief Recovery Method. And so we provide free initial sessions. And then anyone who wants to work with Cherie more long-term would just jump into her program there. And that also is pretty much free, or we would do like a scholarship for the further sessions. But I think, I love that we do grief recovery. I think especially after COVID, just like it says on there, I mean, grief isn't just, dealing with a loss or a death. It can be experienced in many different ways. And
Right.
So our goal at Live is to provide as much of that holistic service as we can. For all of those losses, maybe it was it's on there, it says a job change can cause significant grief in your life and have these repercussions that you don't even know about. And so our goal with having these things, as well as life coaching, is for women who are, may find themselves pregnant and be freaking out about it because of whatever their situation is, but try to provide as much of that support as possible for helping them move forward to be successful and healthy in their motherhood. So that's grief recovery.
Wow. Wow. And you know what you touched it's so true. And we're talking about women's wellness and we're centered around the pregnancy, but you're so right. I mean, there's so many forms of losses, right? We lose a family member, a job, finances here. It says a broken or stressed relationship, moving, right?
Yeah.
You may be just missing home, right? And you experience a loss of living your loved ones, right, on the mainland. And this is such a great resource. It's unbelievable. I wish that all this was offered by our local hospitals. I mean, I tell you, this is just so amazing.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, that's kind of our intention too, is we're looking at, where are women not really getting these things and how can we provide those
Right.
those things. I'm just looking to see if I missed anything huge.
We have we have life coaching. Does that go hand in hand with the grieving? Is that the same specialist, the same lady?
It is the same person right now, but with that, it's more setting goals. So it's goal setting. It's working towards what are the specific things that you need to see change in order to move forward. Especially, a good amount of the women coming in to see us are experience a lot of emotions with being pregnant. So it's a good next step of, okay, this is not what I was expecting. Maybe the pregnancy is totally unplanned or they're unprepared for it. But a lot of times, helping women just see a few simple steps forward can help it not be so overwhelming. So that's also really the goal, is that okay, maybe there's just one thing that we should do this week. What is that one thing that would just be a check mark for you to feel successful? So that's the goal with that as well, with the coaching.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Or maybe there's things that you're kind of just stuck in a pattern that you kind of just need an outside person to help you with.
Right.
That's what we're here for.
Corey, that is amazing. That is so beautiful. So I think well, the last but not least is the Dad Fitness. That is such. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. They go back and forth between meeting just down by the pool at Old A's, and then this is on the University of the Nations campus. So they go back and forth between if they're going to use intense weights or not.
Right.
But it is for all, if you're not super fit, but and you're a dad and you want support, that's still good. They'll scale everything down so you don't die.
Right.
So, it's for all different fitness levels. I think it's just so fun.
That is amazing. And you guys, all these services, of course, Corey and the team work relentlessly to making things happen, but all this is available to anybody, really. So, this is so incredible, Corey. This is amazing. So they meet about an hour, and this is every Wednesday, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Every Wednesday.
Right. Yeah, this is amazing. So, Corey, is there anything else that you would like to highlight that people should know about the organization? And also, how can they, if they feel inclined to make a donation to the organization, how can people do that?
Yeah, on our website, up at the top, there's a little give button. So that's kind of the easiest. That's definitely the easiest. You can just click on there and you can go through Give Online. In there, you can also designate what you'd like to give towards. So if you do the drop down button, Molly, you'll be able to see
right here.
That's general operating needs, which of course we need that. But if there's something specific that you want to give towards our Help a Girl Out, that is, that goes towards covering the cost of the counseling services. If you want to give specifically for someone to get their childbirth classes. So that's just kind of fun that you can also pick where it goes.
Right.
But that's the best way. And like I said, we're wanting to be able to reach more families. So I'm just in the process always of just that whole piece. We had a really amazing thing happen this weekend. that would be fun to share. But
Yes.
just about a week and a half ago, it happened really quickly, but we were really honored to get a donation from Southwest Airlines.
Wow.
And they have created a new Hawaii themed airplane. I don't know if you've heard this, Molly, but
I
it's
don't, not
super
yet.
beautiful. So
Really?
they built and like did this whole plane that basically is all Hawaiian themes. I think there's 8 themes. So the outside looks totally different. And we were invited to the event to basically do like the inaugural blessing of the airplane. And so like all of Southwest, like CEO, like all the corporate was there, and it just
Oh
was
my
so
God.
amazing. But one of their, obviously one of our Hawaiian values is Ohana. And so our organization was picked for for just what we do in the area of family. So that was just such a fun experience for us to go be part of that. And like go out there, and they flew the plane right up, and it was just really
Wow.
cool. So that was really awesome. Just I'm always looking for ways to just partner with other organizations, and um, so that was just really fun.
That, I mean, that doesn't happen daily, right? I mean, it's like
No, no.
that is Corey. That is so amazing, and the fact that huge organization like this airline is taking notice, right, of all the
Mhm.
work that you do, and triggering like a donation, right, to the organization, that speaks volumes, right,
Yeah,
because they
we
see
definitely didn't
something.
ask for it or try for it. So that was just like
Wow.
we got a phone call, and we were like, yes, of course. So
Please.
please.
Oh boy, it's just,
Yeah.
when you're dealing with any nonprofit is hard. It is hard work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I commend you guys so much. You guys are doing amazing. You guys, going through the menu here of the options, and the options are the
Yeah.
cutest. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like a financial aid program, but then there's also Baby Blessed. I mean, baby
Mhm.
bottles, adopt a day, right? Adopt a family,
Mhm.
right? For the whole year. That
Mhm.
is just so, I'm pretty sure people can, relate to these services, and then just kind of pick and make the
Yeah.
donation. But
Yeah.
Corey, this
Yeah.
is amazing. We're so blessed to have you in our community. So blessed. Thank you so much for everything that you do. And I hope that, if you guys are, for anybody listening, especially if you're women, if you do need to get in touch with Corey, the site. Now you guys can connect with her directly. But Corey, thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yeah, honestly, anyone who just needs support, even if you're not
Yeah.
pregnant. Sometimes I'll just meet a woman out in public, and I'm like, just come hang out with all of us. If you're just moving here or whatever, and you just need help kind of getting on your feet, please just reach out
Oh,
to us. Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Corey. This is and
Thanks for
also
having
for,
me.
Corey, for anybody watching here, Corey's a busy mommy too. Busy mommy. You're a go-getter, and I'm just so blessed to have you in my life. And thank you so much for having this organization to the community, and putting so much work and effort into making these services happen for everyone.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
It was, thanks for having me. It was so fun to talk about.
Well, you guys, now you have a new friend on island, a new connection. And if you live here, you already know more resources. But for now, we say aloha. Corey, thank you so much. I'm gonna go here on the bigger screens here. We say aloha. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, guys.